me, bear with me today because my partner had to leave on emergency or what have you. And she's in South Carolina, but she's operating her end from the other side. And I'm going to do what I do right here in the studio. You get what I'm saying? So, stay with us. I want to speak about. First, I want to just, I wanted to come up here and pray first, but we was in the mix because I wanted her to get back to doing what it was she needed to do. But it's so many deaths that's going on right now. I'm talking about everywhere. Y'all know I'm connected to three major areas that I claim. That's New Jersey. That's which right there by Manhattan, New York, right across the bridge, just like how DC, Maryland, Virginia is. So, shout out to my people in Englewood, New Jersey, Patterson, Teaneck, Hackensack, all y'all, love y'all, I'm saying, prayers to y'all and everything that's going on. I also want to give prayers to my DMV family because we are getting all this violence. It seems like it's not slowing down. And these youngins are still getting shot and killed on a daily basis, y'all. Our numbers is going up. They're not going down. So we got to do something, unite. I already know. Shout out to my partners of love, of Valiant Energy. You know what I'm saying? Our organization definitely be rocking and getting in the streets and getting it done and not afraid to walk these streets and purify these streets out here so we can get our peoples and our families, our loved ones, clear the negative energy, whatever it is. We need to do this together, y'all. We need to unite together and get the energy out the air. All the negative energy need to just go out the air because we're losing our families, we losing our loved ones. We are family, friends are grieving on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Regular death is death, but the killings is what make it so much harder, so much worse because it's senseless, y'all. It's senseless and it can't be accepted. Like, how can you accept certain situations as that? Like, it's hard to accept whenever a child is being killed, you know what I'm saying, by senseless violence, you know what I mean? So, a lot of prayers to the families of today, for my family and friends, a lot of prayers. And you know me, I'm going to lay it all down. I'm going to lay it all down. I'm going to give it to God and ask God to cover us and all those that need covering because, we's in a situation for real. We in a situation. I know people want to say it's the end of the world, it's the end of times, but you know, these things has been happening for years and years and years, just in different time frames, and each generation gets wise. Like, our kids know about technology, they know how to navigate through the new times. But what's wrong is, so far so good, but what's wrong is as the time change, it also get worse. You know what I mean? And that's Bible right there. And I'm saying each generation get wiser and dumber at the same time. So what are we going to do, those that have gotten wise through our years, to assist with not just your kid, you know what I'm saying, but all kids that's within your community? What you gonna do about it? We gotta rise up, y'all. We gotta make a stand. Even these adolescents into adults is doing violence and killing each other. So I don't know. It's just a lot of work to do. Some people say it's the music, you know what I mean? Some people say, it's just that we allow things to go too far. Or we took prayers out of school, or, Black families, people want to take it back to the 200 years ago when we were slaves, which I don't feel we can use that mechanism. Don't get me wrong. I think that has a lot to do with some of the issues of our community, but if you know better, you do better. So being that we know better, and this generation of us, we experience, police brutality, we experienced that, but we haven't experienced the hood of being enslaved and having to go through the civil rights movement. No, but that stuff that they had went through, we're going through it again today. Like it's here, that small minority of people that's trying to make sure that, we be killed off and we remain not good enough. You know what I'm talking about? Those are the ones that really don't want to see us succeed. But our people, listen, you, me, we the same, you know what I'm saying? We have to start doing our due diligence to make some changes out here. Like, I know some people want to go into just say if I go back into biblical religion, I understand that sometimes people in religion can put too many emphasis on religion and people get confused, and then our people don't want to follow just because it seems too strict, or you know what I'm saying, seemed judgmental, you know what I'm saying, or even seems like you can't believe certain people. My thing is, God loves all of us. He had already knew he was dealing with an imperfect people. We are all imperfect. You get what I'm saying? All of us are imperfect. Um, and he already know our flaws before we even knew them. He already knew the mistakes we was going to make before we even make them. I'm not saying that give us the right to just keep on making the same mistakes over and over again. No, I don't believe in that either. I'm not one that believe in being a habitual offender. You get what I'm saying? Like somehow you got to change, you know what I'm saying, if you want the things to change for you. But I'm just saying in this instance of us going through what we're going through as a society, as a people, especially as a people, you know, we have to grow somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So I want it to be known that, you know, we are in a place of a little bit of complacency, a little bit of greediness. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is just like going for themselves. Everyone is trying to reach this level of success and don't care how they get there, meaning that they're willing to bring other people down around them just to achieve that goal. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a true believer, as when I had to go with my mentor, and we went into a wilderness place because I was in a wilderness place, and they had to pull out of me what my purpose is. And my purpose has always been to serve, no matter what type of field I was in, no matter whether I was, you know, in the hood or whether I was living in the suburbs. Service has always been my soul given gift, or just my soul given talent, or whatever you want to call it, of what I'm able to provide or what I feel God has given me. And it always have been in a place of serving, a place of assisting, a place of guiding, a place of being able to bring resources. That has always been my gift. That has always been my talent. And or my natural known ability. You get what I'm saying? So on God's great earth, I'm just saying that everyone have something that they can deliver to someone else without trying to get ratification for it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, God, I know, examines the heart. So everything I do, first I make sure my heart is pure before I even get into it. Sometimes I put things on the back burner, or I wait until I know my heart is pure enough to go back into it. So, you know, never be a person that hold a particular grudge. And I'm just talking to my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Because I have to, because it just goes down into our families, into generation that pours out into our community. You get what I mean? So we need to kind of stop the noise a little bit. We need to kind of stop and think. And I'm kind of glad that God has connected me back to North Carolina in a way that my roots has always been there, but it makes me remember, you know what I'm saying, how my people taught me how to be humble. You know what I mean? They taught me how to, yes, you know what I mean? It's okay to be successful. It's okay to achieve those things, but be humble. Always know where you came from, and always give back. Always give back. You get what I'm saying? Like whatever God bless you with, be able to bless something others. I'm not saying mukus of money and stuff like that. People say, oh, well, I don't have nothing to give. When you don't have nothing to give, you pour from yourself. What is it that you have into yourself that you can pour into another person? You might be that person that just makes somebody laugh or make somebody smile today. You know what I'm saying? You might walk past somebody and you can say hello, and that's the first hi that they got today. You never know how you uplift another person. You never know how you uplift another human being. So you want to do your due diligence of finding what's inside of you so you can pour that into somebody else. And people think it's always about money. That's the only way to pour things into other people. Not at all. Use your resource. And the first resource that you have is within yourself. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, indeed, y'all. Listen, I'm going to go into a quick break because my co-host is in the room. So we're going to make sure he's connected so he can get back on. And this is your girl, Miss Pebbles, and we on the platform. Yes, indeed. Today we got Eddie Nelson coming into the building. It's all about the recap of last week. I told you if you wasn't there, you definitely wasn't nowhere. But guess what? We got more to continue. So, you'll be able to come back. I'm going to go back with inspiration being to me. This is an Inspiration Saturday. This is your girl. I'll be right back. Yes, indeed. The platform.
Silence buzzing in my ears, screaming so loud, so loud. Yeah, but when you're here with me, I have some pleasant dreams. Body floating through the air, standing on a cloud. So proud, yeah. My mind is a mess, but I gotta get this off my chest. It's hard to express without your fingertips all on my neck. A moment of space and time with you, baby, is all I need. Only you break the walls down. You set my mind and body free. Give me.
That's Ayanna B. Jackson, y'all. Yes, indeed. On YouTube, look her up. Ayanna B. Jackson.
I wanna sing it to the whole town. Yeah. You give me the words I find so hard to say. Babe, just think of all the music we can make. Inspiration. I need inspiration. Vision's looking so blurry sometimes, but when I'm with you, there's no issue. Eyes are open wide, wide. Even late at night, I finally see the light. Fire's burning so bright. Your hands around my waist and thighs. My mind is a mess, but I gotta get this off my chest, yeah. It's hard to express without your fingertips all on my neck. A moment of space and time with you, baby, is all I need. Woo, you break the walls down, you set my mind and body free. Give me a melody to think about. I wanna sing it to the whole town. Oh, yeah. You give me the words I find so hard to say. But babe, just think of all the music we can make. Inspiration, baby. I need inspiration, baby. Inspiration. I need it, babe. I need. I'm so proud. I wanna say it to the whole town. Give me a melody to think about. I want it. I need. All the music we can make, babe. I find so hard to say. Just think of all the music we can make. Inspiration, I need inspiration.
That's Miss Ayana B. Jackson with Inspiration.
It's the worst crime. You're taking my heart for a joyride. For the last time, you're taking my time for the weekend. So welcome to the other side. Welcome to the other side. The other side. The other side. You tell me I'm a real dime. That doesn't come around, now you're going blind. You're fucking with my whole mind. You think you know me now, don't be surprised. When you meet the other side. Here comes the other side. Welcome to the other side. The other side, I warn you, the one you ain't the same. I got enough of the pain, I won't play these games with you. Before my heart gets torn apart once again. I'm switching up on you, babe, I gotta make a change. So sweet. When karma is the bitter bitch you gotta eat. Keep the same energy. When I bring the heat, don't get cold feet. When you meet the other side, got beef with the other side. Welcome to the other side. The other side. Thinking that I'm too much, you're taking advantage in the same mind. You better pick a side or go toe to toe with my ride or die. That's my other side. Watch out for the other side. The other side. The other side. What?
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your girl, Miss Pebbles, and we are here on the platform, baby. Yes, indeed. Today. And listen, while we're working on some other things in the background, I'm still going to introduce my co-host today. Yes, indeed, Mr. Cost Barksdale himself. From what? Check It Podcast. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, y'all. We are right here in Clinton, North Carolina. Look, we're trying to operate on 2 screens. So I told y'all, bear with me today because Tamika had to go to a funeral down in South Carolina. But I thank you from still operating for your part from behind the scenes. Yes, indeed. And we're going to just keep the show going. That's what we do, y'all. Yes, indeed. Cost, what it do? Check it. You was in the building.
Like you just said, we're finna make it work regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So we're here. I'm over here. She over there. Hey, look, we're finna come back to you in just a second. So appreciate the platform for having me on. Shout out to Eddie
Okay.
Nelson for From Another Mother, the film we just seen. That shit was epic.
Epic.
So and shout out to 18 Studios. You already know we are.
Already, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yeah, yes, indeed. So listen, I'm trying to get him connected on this other screen, but listen, rock with me, talk to me, because we ain't finished this conversation, y'all. We got to get it together. And I told you I'm gonna keep on preaching and speaking it until we get it right. You know what I'm saying? The time is right now. You know what I'm saying? We already knew times was changing. 2020, when COVID hit the fan, y'all, people started getting worried. And I always say, every time we come into a crisis, everyone, you know what I'm saying, run to the cages, ready to make a change, ready to unite. As soon as things start seeming like it's going back to normal, people forget about what they just said, y'all. You know what I'm saying? People forget about that. Every time it happens, 9/11, people was fearing that we was being terrorized and didn't know that, thinking that this was the end of the world, right? Everyone started praying together, communities, Black, white, Chinese, Indians, Haitians, everybody coming together to unify. But soon as it died down, we dial down with it. You know what I'm saying? Wow, why do we keep doing that? Why don't we stay connected? Why don't we keep it going forever? A change, God allows a change to happen, y'all, for a reason. He said he would never allow his world and his earth to be destroyed again. He said he would never do that again. However, it's going to come to a point in time where these times are going to be here and they're going to be near, and we keep on missing his calling for certain changes, and we don't do it. We don't do it. What happened with George Floyd? We was all, Black Lives Matter, but we died down, right? Went right back in here. Communities still welling, still shooting each other, still gossiping, still being greedy, still not supporting or not celebrating someone else's success. Still, that's us though, right? That's us. So my thing is this: you can't change what the next man or woman do, but you got to change what you do. You can't change how someone else perceives something, but you could definitely change it within yourself, right? So if you know better, you're going to do better. We can't we can't blame it on history as far as slavery. We can't blame it on, you know what I'm saying, how the white man has treated us. We can't blame it on the Hispanics coming and taking everything, because they are a minority too, y'all. You get what I'm saying? The same things that happen, only because we are a little darker than most of them, they have went through the same channels. The only thing that has difference between them is certain cultures and where they came from, and they wasn't right here, such as Black people was. So we have to love other people. We have to recognize other people's cultures. You know what I'm saying? We also have to know that we have culture differences, meaning that I wasn't raised the way you was raised. Praise God for that. I thank God for the way I was raised. You know what I'm saying? But I always often wonder, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for the people that God put in my life, like shout out to my godmother, my Lizzie. She used to be right here on Sampson Street doing hair, doing daycare, always cooking a good meal for somebody. That was who she was. That's where I came from. I knew her first before I knew my actual grandparents. You get what I'm saying? She had me before they even laid eyes on me. So I'm saying Sampson Street, this is home for me. This is where I was rooted at first. You understand? Then my grandparents came from Jersey and came and got me and took me back to Jersey. You get what I mean? So I'm so grateful because I was a terrible kid. I definitely was a juvenile delinquent, but
No.
very who. Yes, man, I don't look like where I came from. What I've been through.
Go.
But I was terrible. I terrorized stuff. So that's why I always want to get back to where I was raised at in Jersey, to, where I was born at in North Carolina. I graduated here in North Carolina, and also the DMV. I've been there from the time I was 22 years old until now. So places that I definitely helped, I did my contributions of terrible stuff, but I thank God for the deliverance that I'm able to pour back into the community over 20 something years strong. And I'm saying, y'all, if I can change, I know you can change. And all to do is take a step in. I think that Man in the Mirror with Michael Jackson started making me change a little bit. The real truth is, what made me change was I could speak to a young person that's in the streets and doing their thing because I was there. But when I saw the feds sitting outside my house, and it was nobody but the greatness of God that led me out there to see that they was out there,
Right.
I started thinking about, if I get locked up, what is going to happen to my kids? And I did get locked up. And my grandmother made me stay in there. I thought my grandparents was going to get me out. They was like, oh, hell no. And so once I realized I didn't have nobody to stand with me while I was in there, I said, this would never, ever happen to me again, Lord, if you get me out of here. And I promise you, I would do the right thing. I would try to get a regular job and give me this opportunity. And he did. Like, shout out to Doug Parsons, because I know
Shout
people
out.
saw too.
R.I.P.
I know people saw joke about him, but he found one little slip up in my case, and that joke got me off. So I'm so grateful for those type of things. And then I decided, you know what? I don't need to be in a situation where my babies don't have me in their life. You know what I'm saying? Once I realized that they only had me, that changed my world. Like, I was done with all of that. And I just kept on hustling positively, and my grandfather told me to create a job. So I wrote down all my skills I knew how to do naturally, and I ran with that until I was able to land positions that those talents was able to give me, positions that I didn't need a degree for. So I'm just here telling anybody that is in the streets, that is not knowing any type of direction or what it is they can do with their life to change their life, and you tired of getting locked up, you tired of being in trouble, you tired of feeling like you're not worthy enough, holler at me. I've been there, okay? Holler at me. I understand what it means to feel like you don't have nobody to love you. I understand what it feels like to be lost or misunderstood, or, confused about which lane you're supposed to be rocking in, how you going to get there, what avenues you need to take. So listen, I'm here for y'all. I'm just saying, I'm here for you. Mothers, parents, if you are having struggles with your kids and you don't know how to get them on the right track and it's just too much, holler at me, okay? Holler at me. I definitely got y'all. So listen, with no further ado, I'm going to go back into a quick break so I can see where we at on the Zoom real quick, so I can get calls to come into the building on this other screen. All right. So stay with us. We're going to rock with you. This is your girl, Miss Pebbles, and we're right here on the platform at 810studios.com. I think we're going to go ahead and get disconnected for this one, but hey. We'll be right back. You see every chat next week.
Understand me, daddy, I ain't your average baby girl doing it, dog. I'm well established. I ain't tryna lead you on. Just wanna ask if you might wanna give me your name, explain your status. You know I see you time to time. You seem available. Don't mean I know these wanna settle you. Gotta say you on my short list of few. Them other dudes is okay, but I'm feeling you. Want you in the best way. What you gonna do about it? Why don't you just test me? You won't want to do without it. Know I'm coming at you hard, eating the thug. And I ain't giving up till I get that gangster love. done, outfit crazy, skirts fit just right. White beater with a banging tan. Walking, demanding all lies. Baby, here I am. Ain't ashamed of my frame, and I know you're watching. Putting on a show for you, popping, I ain't stopping. Lot of action in your corner, yeah, you doing it too. Only thing to make it better though is me with you. And I know you feeling that regardless of your fronting. And I heard through the streets it was me you wanting. Let me find out you shy something, but I know you're not. So stop the games and approaches, you really not. Exchange, now it's in place. Shouldn't have took you so long in the first place. I'm just playing cutie, yeah, give me your call. No, it's cool, you ain't gotta see me to my car. See, I'm a big girl, but you'll find out. Stuck for me while I drop top and ride out. We'll spin it, wanna know what shorty's all about. But it's cool, I'm drooling and these words is coming out my mouth.
It's that gangsta love, that just got me bugging. It's that gangsta that just got me
Hey, what up, y'all? You know, it's your girl, Miss Pebbles, on the platform at 810studios.com. You know, I want to rock with you, so won't you rock with me? Yes, indeed, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we got a lot of great things coming down the pike. Lock in your calendars, Clinton, North Carolina. I need you to lock in August the 13th. Lock in August the 13th, y'all. It is another summer breeze, but this time it's back to school, y'all. We highlighting youth talent in the area, y'all. So make sure y'all register, artists, students, you know what I'm saying, parents. Make sure your kids come out and perform. This is a way for them to get noticed, to get recognized. And then definitely we're trying to work with the youth. So make sure y'all come out there. We're going to have parent resources for you guys. We're going to have some kids resources, some child care, just anything that you can have to help your child. 504s for IEP plans. Understand the difference and how it can help you. A lot of people don't want to, parents don't want to put their child like on IEP or 504 because they think that it definitely put them in the category like a special education has took like a wrong type of stereotype of what special education is. But I'm telling you, I've been a parent both fields and I've been working both fields for a mighty long time. And parents need to be educated on how to advocate for your children, especially when they're going through challenges in school where it seems like the academics is not coming up, even if it has to do with emotional behaviors, even if it has to do with, you know, maybe they're just getting in fights and stuff like that. So make sure y'all come out, y'all. We're going to have a lot of great information for y'all. Free backpacks, back to school supplies, all that great stuff. If you are someone in the community and you want to be a part of our network, you want to be a sponsor, make sure you email 810studiosofclinton@gmail.com. Again, that's 810studiosofclinton@gmail.com. Or you can also hit us up on Facebook, y'all. And definitely inbox us, and we're gonna get back to you, you know what I'm saying, on any of those networks that we are on. Gotcha, no doubt. Listen, I'm glad that we are doing what we do. I can never be, I don't know. I'm just happy. I asked God to give me some avenues when I come back home because I didn't know what I was coming back home to. And so I am residing though, DMV. So don't get me wrong. Got two addresses. I'm in the DMV and I'm also in North Carolina. So I do 2 weeks in DMV and 2 weeks in North Carolina. So, I'm back and forth. So don't think I'm just up and gone because I'm not. So don't play no games with me. I still need that work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still being active in the community. So make sure that y'all definitely rock with your girls. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and take this share off so we can get into the studio because we got Cost in the building. And you on here, so I just need us to add the video wherever it is on there.
We still trying to find it.
Oh yes, yeah. It's up here somewhere. There we go. There we go. Y'all see you? You see me? Yes, indeed. Right there. Just say got it. Yes, 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 yes. Check 1, 2, 1, 2. And your earphones gonna help us not have an echo. In the building. We got Cost in the building. Cost in the building.
Can you hear me now?
Today. I can hear you.
Can you see?
Not sure. So I'll get back to the video and then take the video off of it. I mean, on it. I know. Listen, we operate in a touch screen with Tamika with her high technology. So that's why I love her. And she can handle all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's going to take me some time. I got to write notes about it. I got to study about it and all that good stuff. I get it done, but she has it like right here. Me, I'm a people person. I got that right there. So that's how we connect. We like the odd couple. What she ain't got, I got. That's how we rock. So open this up for me and I'll get you there. Yeah, but it's right here. Yes, Steve. Say that. So you gotta expand the screen. We're not rocking with this touch screen no more, Tamika. It's getting aggravating. All right. I think it's the hands. Where's are you there you go. What? Yes, no, we got Cost Barksdale in the building today. Yes, my co-host from Check It Podcast. Oh, we can hear you there.
Check it. How y'all doing?
So what I'm gonna do
Mike?
side by side, y'all. So we in the studio side by side, but sometimes you get a little feedback, kickback a little bit. So that's the only thing that we're experiencing right now. So if you are listening, ready, y'all. Yeah, whenever if you ain't on the screen, you don't know what's going on, but on the airway, give us on to operate this thing real quick. Bet. So we got it working now. So we don't know how we're gonna do this. We're gonna rock mics, all right? Yes, indeed, today. So we got Mr. Cost Barksdale in the building from Check It Podcast. If you never heard it, you never seen it, you are missing something. It's kind of like a little Rap City, bringing Rap City back in the day. Independent artists. We want to make sure that you lock in and tune in on Check It Podcast. We're gonna try to say he's the king of podcasts, y'all. So I guess I'm gonna have to prove my point and say I'm the queen of podcasts because I don't understand where you're coming from. What's up? I see you. We see you, yo. We having a problem with this touch screen joint.
I'm trying to get it back up here, but look, y'all already know, man. This is Chen Kid. Hey, look, I ain't saying I'm the king or nothing. I just said I was the power follower, you know. I'm the power follower right now. So shout out to AT. Shout out to the platform, you know what I'm saying, for having me up here.
Yes,
shout
indeed.
out to Pebbles
Yes,
and
indeed.
everything.
Yes,
like
indeed.
so that gotta be the queen. That got to be like, I just said I was the power father.
Oh.
That's the queen, though. You know what I'm saying? She interviewed me years and years ago. So she's been doing this a whole lot
Way
longer
back, way
a lot longer
back.
than me. So shout out to her.
Thank you. I said it only made sense whenever, of course, when I was coming back to North Carolina, and when I come through, I'm just in and out. So I will come through whatever and, holler at the OG Bobby Bobcat, or, what I'm saying, a couple other people.
Shout
I was
out.
like, who got what going on? I'm trying to reconnect back to home. So I need to find out what's going on or who I can connect with. And your name came up several times. Several times. And I was just like, yeah, I interviewed him before as an artist. And they was like, yeah, you're doing this thing with the podcast thing. So it only made sense for me to make sure that I connected with you, and that you definitely, thank you again for joining us, because this is definitely going a big movement, y'all, a big movement. And it's great whenever, you have done things. And to the grace of God, thank you for keeping me in radio. For about 10 years, internet radio. I got through it because when I went back to school, I started realizing that internet radio was being more popular and things of that nature. So, I wanted to know more about it. And then my partner at the time, Bam, we about to link back up because someone is throwing us together on this project. But shout out to Bam 640. Asked me to be his co-host in the radio station at the same time. Go-go radio was definitely popping, and when DC radio needed a side to do such as what I do, as far as being able to network in other areas that wasn't just to one genre of music, or opening lanes up to different people. So that's how I got started in that arena. But to be honest, I'm back home in Sampson County, and people don't even know, when I was only about 16 years old, I wasn't fully moved down here yet. I was coming back and forth from Jersey in the summer times, and I will always have dance battles and rap battles down at the skating rink. And Gilbert Bays was the host of the DJ, yes, indeed. And then we met up with Miss Maida, who was our step captain. And always, I guess she's saying, she always dancing and rapping and stuff like that when I would come home. And I think she's seen that, and she included me in this project that they had right down here in Clinton, downtown Clinton. It was a radio station. I can't remember the name, but it was a radio station that they put together. And I was kind of responsible for bringing the talent together.
Okay.
And yes, indeed. So just ironic to be coming back home to Sampson County. And I call it home because this is where I was birthed. I wasn't raised here, but I was birthed here. And then I came back and did my senior year here. So it's home.
I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
So you're doing the Run Joe Run, the Cabbage Patch?
I was so, what?
Okay. And the robot and everything.
I saw all of that. Yes, indeed. And it's crazy because my sons had took after me. And my oldest son had won World of Dance in 2016. That was the first year of World of Dance. He done a lot of backup dancing for a lot of artists. Wale, Wycliffe, Iggy Azalea, Silent Toe.
Wow.
His resume is just crazy. BET, MTV. He won the BET Battle Fest. A lot. His resume is just crazy. Black China. He did a lot of good stuff. And my youngest son, definitely, yes, indeed. Difference, yes, Jazzy. I named him Jazzy by birth, but he go by Difference in the dance world. And so he has a little legacy with him. And my youngest son, Clash, is coming up the ranks, but he want to get into what I'm doing more on the on the media side of things and stuff like that. And he's a dancer as well. So shout out to him because he's doing his thing. About to go to college. And we are going on a college tour,
Whoa.
yes, next week. And it's exciting to
Whoa.
have the last one of the Mohicans and ready to do his thing out in the world. And I'm grateful. It's hard being a single mom.
How
Y'all.
that make you feel though? I mean, you gonna raise these guys and now they going to college. So
I feel accomplished. I feel like an accomplished mother. Like
you gonna
what?
be lonely in the house though? You gonna be lonely?
Lonely? Hell no. Nah. Ain't no loneliness here. They know I'm ready to burn the road all the way up. Ain't no loneliness. I'm just a phone call away. Thank God for the technology. They can Zoom me, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. If it's an emergency, Cash App. If they number one way of connecting with me is Cash App. Okay. I got it. Mommy, I need a Cash App almost every day. So so I'm just grateful for that. And that's what I'm saying, like things that's going on. What do you think about what's going on right now with all of these killings? Just it's everywhere. It's hurtful for me coming to Sampson County and realizing it's a lot of it happening in here when to me it's a small county, you know what I'm saying? A small country. Not that guns ain't already been here because the club's been getting shot up for years. So I don't want to act like this is something new. I'm just saying that by the grace of God of us coming up through the 80s and the 90s, you know, we've survived a lot of what we was going through as adolescents, but it seemed like what's going on today with these kids, like it was somebody just shooting up in the air type of thing back then, not a whole bunch of killings like we're getting today. I mean, what do you think? What do you think is going on for real?
I mean, like I said before one time, like as you look at Sampson County, it's like I think like as of now, like 8,500 people, and the crime rate is one of the highest crime rates in the nation for a city this size, and that's ridiculous. So like I said, I look to the OGs that's still out here, that's still around here doing their thing. I know that a lot of these young guys ain't gonna listen, but they may be one or maybe two that you can talk to and you can give that message to, and they'll wake up and say, "Hey, yeah, you're right."
Yeah.
So I gotta look at the OGs that you know, that set the path and set the way for them to just hey, some of y'all gotta get off y'all ass, man. You know what I'm saying? Talk to these young guys and let them know. I mean, like I said, some of them ain't gonna listen. A few of them ain't gonna listen, but it's gonna only take just one and be like, "Yo, this is dumb," because a lot of stuff is going out of bounds. You know, if you from the streets, you know what I'm talking about when you say some stuff is going out of bounds. So we got to keep it in bounds. We can't let it go over here to the mom dukes or the grandmas or the kids or nothing like that.
That part,
keep it in bounds,
that
man.
part,
Keep it
man.
in
That
bounds.
part, like where we do that at, you know what I'm saying? Like where we do this. Like I think, you know, I can say, you know, regardless if we want to put it on it or not, the truth is the truth. And I can put a lot of it on media, you know what I'm saying? Media is the best way to motivate or to change minds or to feed the brain, especially in kids. And I had to learn this in marketing, that, you know, things that come through the TV, things that come through the radio station, it's easy to hit, you know, teenagers actually starting from middle school. So from middle school up into adolescent, it's easy to gravitate to their brains, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. And so advertising is the number one way of how they do that, of how they hit our children in the airways. And, you know, I'm a 90s rap head, you feel me? Like I am a 90s diehard rap head. And I can say that, you know what I'm saying, music have a dynamic. I'm gonna say it like this. Whenever Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj first came out, and I was like, whoa. If they first came out, I was like, whoa. Knowing what I know as being, you know, someone that wanted to be an artist herself, when I started seeing that and me having children in that time frame, I'm like, yo, this is about to change a whole generation. a whole generation with a good lane, because the music industry was opening up where, we can be more independent, and we can be having more leverage in what we say and do. But the high companies were still managing, like, and uh, you know what I'm talking about. But all BGI, B music, you know what I'm talking about. But all the high, just excuse me right now. So all the high major radio station, I mean not radio stations, but radio networks that's able to give y'all distribution deals, right? These are the same people that control how we produce music into society. So it's just like feeding candy to a baby. So if you say this or you represent this, remember that time when Nicki Minaj was coming out about girls on girls type thing or whatever, but then she was just like, that's not me. You know what I'm saying?
But you got to look at it too, like Nicki Minaj, today's Nicki Minaj is like our Little Kim.
I get that.
Little Kim was saying some stuff back in the
She was
day,
saying, that's what I was saying.
But-
From being a 90s, said she was saying a lot, but the change of that came in. I'm talking about just, I'm not saying that homosexuality wasn't always out here, but do I believe that generation was the push of it? Yes, I believe once they put those two artists out there, that shifted a lot. I've seen kids, I work in the school system. I've seen kids 8 and 9 years old, girls thinking that they supposed to like girls. I'm like, you don't even know what you like yet.
Right.
You don't even know what you like yet. But because of Nicki Minaj at that time, they was liking girls. You know what I'm saying? At the age of a young age, and not even understanding what even sex is yet. They don't even know nothing of themselves. And in the sense to know if they like a girl or a boy, so automatically you saying I like girls. Just because that's what they're hearing and that's what they see. It's the same thing for us. I can't say that it wasn't for us. We was considered Generation X. You know what I'm saying? Our grandparents, I can speak from my life that my mother and my father, that generation was strung out on drugs. So that generation missed me. But I had this generation, 2 generations ahead of me that didn't understand what the heck I was going through. And I didn't understand them either because they were so strict on the Bible. When those words or parables was in the Bible, that's how it was given to me. And I didn't understand none of that stuff, what it was saying, none of it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a different type of language. So I didn't have no one to reach me in between that can help head on and stop me from doing some of the things I did as an adolescent, because I'm using the radio raised me, the TV raised me, and the streets raised me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I got my knowledge from. That's where I got survival from. So different things that just like how you know about how to vote about a bill. Be honest.
How do I know about it?
Yeah, other than school.
I learned about that when I got out of school.
I learned about that on Electric Company, I think. You know the song? Only a bill on Capitol Hill. That's back in the day. I'm just saying, but that had me, that helped me because that was something I saw on TV. So whenever I wasn't studying, but whenever I had to go to class, I had a social study class, and it was talking about that bill. I started singing that song and got my answers right about how the House representative and all that. So I'm just saying that this is what teaches our kids, you know what I'm saying? And that generation alone, before, our grandparents thought that was the worst thing ever that they ever seen, was these 90 kids, these teenagers that was in the 90s, and what we was doing, because we had Tupac and Biggie, and we had, a bunch of thug music in our 90s music, okay? So I'm just saying that now that we're in this generation, and now that we're who we are, right? We done been that 90s stage. We know what it is. We are considered the OGs, right? So we already have that knowledge. How are we going to do better with this generation? Like, where do it starts and begin at this generation? And I hear a lot of people say it's too late. I don't think it's too late, because like you say, the Bible said, if you just touch one, you have done big works, good works for his community.
No, Coach just
That's
said
what they say. They just said.
No, he said God.
Well, it's in the Bible.
Peace
Cause
to
just
God.
said it.
I'm
I'm just
just
saying.
saying.
I said what Cause
I
said, but
don't
it's
got nothing on
Bible,
God.
right?
I ain't got nothing.
I said what Cause said. Piggyback on what Cause said, but it's Bible. It's in the Bible, and just like Cause said, God said. Okay, Cause said it, but I know God said it in the Bible that if you just touch and reach one, you have done something greater for the better of my world. You know what I'm saying? So just do your due diligence as an OG in teaching someone else or telling them your experience of what you went through and that you can relate, that you can understand. And if they just need someone to talk to, start there. You know what I'm saying? If you need someone to talk to, holler at me. This is my number. If you just want to go and hang out, you know what I'm saying? You need to just, vent, whatever the case may be, because a lot of times that's what they need. That's what they're missing. I'm always grateful for the people that God put in my way to help mold me, because there was times I didn't think I had no one to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And or no one was going to listen. So I used to need that. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to hold up a lot of time on that part, but I just know we got to do something now because it is devastating. It's hurtful. I have a lot of friends that have actually lost their children to slaying, even my own nephew, even my own little cousins, you know what I'm saying? My own brother back in the 90s. But that's what I was saying. It was only one of few, and that's when it was like gangs, like, you know what I'm saying? Crips and Bloods, you know what I'm saying? He was killed by the Latin Kings. So, it is that's what we knew, gangs, but now we just got people right here in our community, just kids that are our neighbors and our, friends, kids and things of that nature just getting killed on a regular basis. And it's very hurtful to see family members have to grieve the loss of their babies. Like no one should have to bury their baby, y'all.
I got one more
Nobody.
thing. Stop being yes men and just want to be cool and go with things. So
Yeah.
that being cool and being yes man is gonna get you in a
It's
lifetime
whack.
of trouble.
A lifetime.
It's whack. It's gonna
Swag,
get you a
man.
lifetime of trouble.
Swag.
So if it ain't cool and you know in your heart that this ain't right, you don't. If they get pissed off with you, they ain't your friend no way, man.
No way,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Stop and have a mind of your own. Like I said, if they say that they gonna be cool with you, they ain't want to mess with you no more or anything like that. Okay, they want your friend in the first place.
Exactly.
So have a mind of your own, young guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yes,
my
indeed.
2 cents right now.
Yes, indeed. And I would tell parents too, this doesn't just start as an adolescent waking up one day and say, okay, I'm gonna go out and shoot somebody. These things have started to gear up over time. I just want parents to know when you see something going on in your child, you see a change, you see a difference, that's your due diligence to sit down, and they probably won't tell you what's going on with them because you can ask questions like I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. But when you know there's a change, don't take that for face value. I never took that for face value with none of my kids. Soon as I see there's a change, we're going to the hospital, we about to go to the doctor, I'm about to find out what's going on because something ain't right. So, you got to do that, stop letting things fly by. I know it gets tiresome being a parent, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. It's like one more thing we got to do it because that's your child, that's your baby at the end of the day. And you want to make sure that they are being successful and adults in this world where they can definitely make positive decisions about their life and they ain't out here just doing anything. Mental health is big right now, y'all.
That's a fact.
Mental health is big right now, and it's bigger because the government is getting money for it.
That's a fact. You can see somebody sometimes, and like you can see it in their face. Some people want to be hard and act like they don't need a voice or need help. But sometimes you can feel it in somebody. It takes just one person to say, "Hey, how you doing?" And then, "Hey, how you doing?" turn into a long conversation because everybody needs somebody. So that's what we need to get into. Like, hey, it don't hurt to say, "Hey, how you doing?" And some of your even closest friends that they got something going on. Even you got something going on. But I know some people don't like to tell their business because they feel like they're gonna hear it later on from somebody else. But Find somebody that you really
You
can.
can find, not
You know what
even
I'm saying?
that. You don't have
Right.
to find nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? If y'all like, I know everybody got insurance because Obama made sure that was available for everybody. So go and get some help, seek some counsel. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to go to your church, go to your counsel. If you don't want to
That's a
speak to
fact.
someone
That's
in
a
your
fact.
family
That's a
or
fact.
right there in your circle, go and get counseling. There is nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you, the things that I've been through, I know I had to go and seek counseling. It wasn't no long-term situation I had to go through. It was just ways I had to figure out how to cope, you know what I'm saying, how to get back on my feet, how to deal with life, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things shoot us. I know things shot at me out of nowhere and I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know how to go about handling it, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So I had to make sure, like, yo, hold on, let me put these pieces back together. I need to get my life back together and find out how I need to deal with this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's heavy and it's okay, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's okay. Go and get some counseling, talk to somebody, because we can't always talk to our peers or our friends, our family, and stuff like that. So being able to go to someone that don't know you, that's not going to judge you, but definitely give you the goal setting or ways to have coping mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get angry for no reason. They want to say, oh, I'm bipolar or whatever. I believe you can get that together. My son was drugged 2 years ago. And when I say acting erratic and out of his mind, but I didn't allow for it. I was like, you know who you are. You know who God placed in you.
Right.
Before this happened, you know the type of person you are.
Right.
Forget what everybody else is saying. Focus on that. Because you got to get it out here first. You got to get it up here. So I kept on speaking to his mind, speaking to his brain every single day for him to recognize who he is on this earth. And no matter what happened to you, be who you know who you are. This don't have to make you. So those times you're getting angry, you know what I'm saying? Take a breathe, take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Step, go take a walk. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do in order to calm yourself down and think a little bit. Stop reacting off emotions. Like, y'all got to stop acting right off of emotions. Like, as soon as something get the best of you, you ready to react. Sometimes you just need to chill. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just need to take a calm down for yourself so you don't react. Word.
Yeah.
That part. It is so very important, and never let another person take you out of your element to make you, because you can't change what nobody else is doing. You can only change how you deal with it. So if you react in a certain way that made you do something stupid to either kill someone or hurt someone or whatever the case may be, whatever you violated or put yourself in a predicament that where you locked up or you might be killed, or you might be in some type of situation that you don't burn the bridge that you can't get back to, you want to stop and think about how this is going to affect my life first, period. If you put yourself first in that perspective, you're just going to eliminate a lot of that. I promise you.
Because only I can make myself pissed off.
Word.
Only I can make myself go from 0 to 100. So that's what everybody got to realize. Only you can do that.
Only you, y'all. You can't say, oh, he made me do it. Oh, she made me do it. No, she didn't. She might have enticed you, but ain't nobody make you. You get what I'm saying? So learn that. And parents, I telling y'all, teach that to your kids the early as possible, because things are always going to come in our way. Life is life. It's always going to be something. But once you just get this instilled in them to just take coping mechanisms, find out how to deal with situations that they wasn't prepared for, I think we'll have a better society. So,
that's a fact.
Word. Check it.
Check it.
Yo, y'all, we're gonna get ready. We're gonna get back into it. Eddie is working, so he's gonna get off and come right here to us. But we're gonna go ahead and take a quick break and go into some music, y'all, because you know I need that on a regular basis in my life, especially with all the negativity going on. Gotta to have some music for my soul, y'all. It's just necessary. It's just necessary. So hold on, this is DJ Pebbles on the ones and twos. Yes, all day, y'all. And this be right back.
I never knew
Hey, hey, y'all. Why don't we fall in love with each other, y'all? We gotta fall in love with each other. You know what I'm saying? We gotta love each other. We gotta support each other. We gotta be there for each other. Somehow we gotta love up on these babies, y'all. We only gonna do it with the LOVE. The only way to do it is with love. Sometimes, you know, when Kurt Franklin came out with the song Love, a word that comes and goes, but nobody really knows how it is to love somebody. You know what I'm saying? You got to love, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Some of us put love in the wrong places. Some of us put love in lust. Some of us put love in relationships that we ain't got no business being in. Some of us put love in the wrong places, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So let's love up on each other the way that God intended us to do. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to that word love, like I don't feel nobody needs to stay in love and misery. You know what I'm saying? So if you're miserable in your situation, your love life ain't going right. Sometimes we jump in situations that we ain't got no business even jumping into. You get what I'm saying? And then when things don't go right, we don't know how to correct them. Some things ain't meant to be corrected, and we just got to recognize that. I know the old folks should say, "Oh, Bible say you're not supposed to divorce or nothing like that," but you ain't supposed to be tied up with people you ain't supposed to be tied up to either. I'm just saying, y'all. Thank God that I was delivered out my situation because it would have killed me. You get what I mean? But that's what I'm saying, y'all. Love up on yourselves all the time. Check it. So we are back in the building, y'all. We are on the platform and we about to talk about Eddie Nelson, y'all. Eddie Nelson Films, y'all. Big ups. Boom, boom, boom. I ain't got no clapping machine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got all those apps on my phone or my computer. But yes, I want to clap it up for Eddie Nelson Films. If you wasn't there last week, you wasn't nowhere. It was definitely a fly affair. And this film was really amazing. Real cut, like definitely Eddie did his thing, putting the film together. It was really professional. His team, y'all, is rocking. And I'm just proud of that. You know what I'm saying? For that to be right here in Sampson County, North Carolina. Like I'm happy about it. I'm proud about it. I am ecstatic about people doing great things right here, not letting Sampson County define who you are. I say that just because I know of a lot of the history here. This is a prison camp, y'all. And just knowing a lot of the history. And so for my people to be rising above that and doing things that is epic and doing things that's going to basically highlight the area, uplift the area, and bring some good substance from it. I love it. So shout out to Eddie Nelson Films. He will be in the building shortly. But cause we did our thing out there on the red carpet, boy.
Oh my God. Hey, you were looking beautiful. I was a
You
little,
was fly, you
look,
was fly.
I was just spiffy, you know what I'm saying? I was spiffy. But Eddie Nelson, hey, you stole the show. That was your show, so you're supposed to do that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
hey, look, I think everybody that came up in there, everybody was looking good that night.
Everybody was looking
was
nice.
good.
Everything was looking nice,
Right.
definitely. And the actors and the actresses, yo, y'all came red carpet ready.
Right,
Y'all
right.
came representing, and that is dope. That is so dope. Listen, we're gonna go ahead and go into a quick little clip, real quick. Y'all probably have seen it, some of you on Facebook, but I'm going to share it here. Just some clips. We're going to go back on how that night was and speak about some of the actors a little bit and the actresses. All right.
We got Mr. Jeffrey, we got Mr. Craig, which is Ziggy and Mello on the movie, actors in the movie right now. We got them in the building, and we got none other than Miss Pebbles. Miss Pebbles, what's going on?
Hey, what it do? What it do? Listen, these some handsome fellas. I just knew they was actors in this movie. I had to find out exactly what they role is, who they play. You know, that's don't give us the whole story. Just give us a little snippet of what your character is and what is it that you do in the movie.
Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Well, I mean, really, my character, he proved a lot. He showed himself, and he felt slighted. So he made a move. So he made a move,
called your boy Ziggy.
He had to call Ziggy.
He called Ziggy when that move needed to be made.
You know, and
I can't wait.
the rest to unfold. You know, it was a good time filming. You know, all positive energy. Shout out to Eddie Nelson Film Company. Hey, I'm proud of my bro. He doing his thing, like everything.
I got one question for y'all. How did y'all feel whenever y'all got that phone call? It was like, hey, you trying to be in this movie? Did you think it was going to go somewhere, or did you be like, man, I don't know? Or how did you feel that day when you got that phone call?
I mean, me personally, I felt like I know he wasn't going to come at me with no half-tail plan, you know. So I knew it was his brainchild. He had thought on it. He didn't just throw it together. So I was like, support, support, support. I known that man most of my life. So, of course, I'm a support. You got faith in me and confidence in me to put me in your movie, I'm a support. So that's how I was on it.
Me, I'm the same way. I'm a support regardless because I'm a local artist myself. So if he's doing something local and he's trying to be big, I'm a support 100%.
Shout out to back end.
Shout out to back end.
Shout out to back ends. You already know back end Jay in the building. My tape dropped today. Go get that. If everywhere it's all on all platforms. In God we trust. Go get that.
Check it, Miss Pebbles. What you got?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So you heard it right here, y'all. Going down, fellas, just before you go, what do you think this do to Sampson County? What do you think it brings to the table? And what do you want to see happen from this moment?
I think it brings a new energy. It brings a new sense of motivation because nobody around here has done really anything of this caliber to my, you know what I'm saying, to my knowledge. So nobody's ever really done anything like this. The way he's pulled this off, the professionalism, the way, the attention to detail, I'm excited about it. I'm proud.
I'm proud too. He's bringing more life to the city, to the county. I'm not gonna say the city. I'm gonna say the county because it's everywhere. Pretty soon it's gonna be globally, nationwide, all of that.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Y'all heard that from these fellas going down right here in Sampson County. Listen, we need it. I'm back home. It's time to do things. Sampson County, step up, rise up. And let me tell you something. It's not just this moment today. It's going to be many more moments. But join this movement because we need it, y'all. Right here in Sampson County. We back.
Check it.
Oh, word. I was reading that whole time. OMG, OMG, OMG. Y'all didn't hear me? So listen, I'm gonna go all the way back. Like, just indeed, like that night was dope. I want to shout out to Mika for definitely doing her thing with the technology and putting the clip together, y'all. She is our behind the scenes technology person. So I definitely want to make sure I shout her out. She prefers to stay behind the scenes, but she definitely is our technology person. So I'm grateful for her of having that knowledge of what she does. But that was a dope and epic night, cause
It was dope. It was so dope.
yes.
Like I said, everybody looked good, and I don't want to say too much about the movie until Eddie get here, but
Right.
like, hey, look,
If you weren't there,
if
man,
you weren't there, you just
you
really
missed,
Like,
yo.
you really missed
You
it. That's
missed.
all I can say. You
All
really
I can
missed
say, you missed it.
I want to go see it. Like, I want to go see it again and again. And
Oh,
again.
word up. And that was just episode 1. So he got many series, many parts to this movie. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's an amazing thing, you know what I'm saying? And to have actors and actresses right here locally, you know what I'm saying? That's a big thing. And I think it always bring opportunities, you know what I'm saying, to the community. So dope thing that Eddie has done. And there's going to be another one, y'all. So y'all get ready and I'm gonna lose some weight
Oh, come on.
for this next one. I'm gonna be losing. No, that's for me though. That ain't for nobody else. That's just for me. You know what I'm saying? I recognize what I want to change about me.
I got this.
I gotta change about me. My aunt already told me, don't think when you get in your 40s, you won't be able to lose that weight like that.
You 40?
Oh boy,
You
I ain't gonna tell you my
Hey,
age.
hey, I
I ain't
was
gonna
just,
tell
you
you.
know,
I ain't gonna tell you my age. Then let me
I
hush.
was just,
Let me hush. Let me hush. Let me hush. No, I'm proud of my age, like for real, because I don't look like what I've been through. Thank God for that. And I don't really feel like I am. I still feel like I'm in my 20s for real. Like, don't get me into some water, get me on a diving board. Like, my folks know they got pools in their backyard and the pool party is popping off in the DMV right now. They know Pebbles is gonna do some flips.
DMV.
Yes, off the diving board, y'all. I am a swim water nut. So I still feel like I'm in my 20s. The only thing I would say that energy. I will say my energy slowed down. I don't have the energy I used to, and I can feel that, no doubt. I don't got all the energy I used to because I can like go off and no sleep. And now, as soon as I get off that highway, I'm straight in the bed. I don't want to do nothing else.
That's a fact.
Yeah. And then people know, like happy hour after work, I get off work at 4:00. They know if y'all ain't catch me between 4 and 9, don't call me after 9:00. Want to come back outside because I ain't coming.
I was in the bed at 10 o'clock last night. 10 o'clock, I was
I
in
ain't
the bed.
coming. Yeah, so if I ain't already outside, once I get in the house, it's curtains. Like I ain't doing a whole bunch of back and forth. So, so that's where aging a little bit is. I'm just glad I'm aging gracefully, you know what I'm saying, and not ugly.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm just aging, y'all. I'm just aging.
Yes.
But we in here.
We are
Shout
in
out to
here.
Eddie Nelson again.
Eddie
Shout out to
Nelson.
From Another Mother.
From Another Mother, y'all. Episode 1. It was amazing. Like, we're gonna stay on episode 1 until that episode 2 come out. I'm just saying when it get ready to come out, y'all need to be ready, y'all. Y'all need to be ready.
I'm waiting for that episode 2.
Word up. Y'all definitely got to be ready for that because it's even going to be more flyer the next time. Anything you do the first time, you want to do it better the second time. So it's definitely going to go down.
I just want to say so much, but I'm trying to, I ain't going to say nothing.
You're just trying to hold back. You can't hold it in. You're ready.
I gotta hold it back till Eddie get here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to go to some music dance? They're going to shut you up a little bit.
Shut you up, right?
Shut you up real quick. Yeah, I'm going to some music so you don't tell it. Oh, you know what I'm talking about? I just hold that water.
Where you at?
Where you at? He said he about 10 more minutes away, so he'll be back here. Listen, I am got to take it back to the go-go.
Yeah. What the bartender? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Hey, wait. Hey, wait. Come on, wait. Say where? show your tattoo. Show your nigga, show your tattoo. Nigga, show your tattoo. Show your tattoo. Hey, wait, holla back.
up, y'all. I'm still in party mode. Hey, yes, indeed, y'all. We are back. We are back. Thank y'all for tuning into the platform at 8 Cent Studios. Yes, indeed. So we finally got our special guest in the building, no
Check
other
it.
than Mr. Nelson.
How y'all doing?
Yes,
Hey,
Eddie
how y'all
Nelson is
doing?
in the building with us, y'all. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Eddie, you have thrown on a phenomenal event, your first episode From Another Mother. It went down at the Clinton, Sampson County Agriculture Center right there in Clinton, North Carolina. You did your thing, and I'm so excited and so proud at the same daggone time. I'm so glad to have you here. So glad to be honoring you as a phenomenal man doing great works right here in the county. So I want to congratulate you.
Congratulations.
Yes, yes, indeed. So for the people that may not know, like what inspired you to create this film?
For the most part, I pretty much want to do it my whole life. Kind of something that I always wanted to do, didn't feel like I could do it.
Yeah.
Now technology kind of made it where it's easier for the common man to do it like myself. So it's something I just try to.
It's something you
That's
should put your hand on, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
You'll never know until you try, y'all. Yes, indeed. So I know you used to rap back in the day, you know.
Yank 'em.
You used to be, you know, into the music. So what shifted you from being a rap artist and just totally shifting your lanes?
It was more so the growth. I'm not saying that can't be a grown up and rap because there's plenty of them out there, but it's just my rapping style was more so centered around my youth, stuff that I used to do, and I kind of grew out of the street life and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
And it's just I didn't feel the same when I made a lot of conscious records. Don't get me wrong, I love conscious rap probably more so than any other type of music, but
Right.
it was more just I outgrew
Mhm.
my style of music, so I kind of just fell out of love with rap a little bit.
Yeah.
And, I always had that director in me, always had that acting spell in me, so I always wanted to do it, and didn't find anybody to put me in a movie, so I kind of put
Did
myself in my own
yourself.
movie.
Did yourself, right. That's how you do it right there.
Right.
Yes, indeed. Definitely, y'all. Eddie Nelson. Eddie, let people know like where you are from. I know people, especially those that I know across the nation and other states like that. Just tell them like where you come from.
I'm from a small town called Roseboro, North Carolina, between Clinton and Fayetteville, right off of Highway 24. I think there might be 5,000 people in my town. But yeah, just one stop light, country boy.
Yeah.
Down south. Yeah, there you go.
The word, straight indeed. Oh, trust me, all my girls from the up top, be trying to get them a country boy. I'm trying to tell
We
you.
the best.
Check it.
So I mean, so getting the artists from you brought in local talent from the area. And so how did you go about, getting people to support it? And just, getting people to come out, and what did you do for it? Like what do you think that did it provide like opportunities for other people that's right here in the cities?
My thing was more so a lot of people that were in the movie I knew personally.
Mhm.
I did have auditions for the movie. And once I was going to play one of the major roles in it, and then I had a cousin, his name is Mr. Perry. In the movie, he plays Uncle G.
Okay.
But
G or
yeah,
Uncle G?
Uncle G.
Okay. Don't let me get it wrong. I say the
G,
movie.
right?
Put
Okay.
it, Put them glasses down.
He heard I was making the film, and he was like, "How you gonna make a film without me?" So I started writing the character. After that point, I kind of scratched the script I had originally wrote for myself. Then I started writing towards his character. And then I noticed there's certain people around my area who had a kind of a music buzz. Like shout out to Back End J.
Again.
Shout out.
Yeah, definitely. I approached him because I felt like he would be a perfect fit for the role I was trying to that I was centered around him. And then some people came to auditions and they won over the hearts and minds of people that were in part of the project. But for the most part, everything was centered local. So I want to just shed a light on the local talent around there. So yeah.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna just show a little bit of this clip of the red carpet on which this was your director or assistant associate director of the film, and we got a little bit of slip of him, and we're gonna go ahead into that clip, and once we come back, we want you to talk about how y'all connected. Okay,
Definitely.
right here, y'all. Got Mr. Hobbs in the building for Eddie Nelson's film. He is associate director of From Another Mother, y'all, episode 1. Yes, in the building with us today. How you doing?
Good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good. Thanks for you being here.
All right.
Tell us how you got involved with making sure Eddie knows.
About 2 years ago, Eddie called me up, and I've been fortunate to stay busy in this industry for almost a decade now, working for HBO, Showtime, NBC, and Eddie saw that, and mine and Eddie's history go back before I was even born, before he was even born. His parents and my parents were family, basically, and we share actually a bloodline together. My nephew is his nephew, and Eddie said, "Big bro, I want to know what you're doing, and it looks good." And I gave him the advice and the tools, and he took those tools and he built this, all with the help of friends, family, and I couldn't be more proud to be here and watch this work, and whatever he needed from me in support, I made sure that I was never too busy to give him that.
Absolutely.
I got one question. How did you feel about that when he called you up? He wanted to know about the movie industry and making movies. Did you second guess it? Did you know, or how did you feel about it? Like, what was that conversation like?
It's a great question. I mean, a lot of times in the movie business, everybody sees it and they want to hop on that train. But I told Eddie, I said, this is a different beast than being in front of the camera. This is something that you're going to have to wear not only 2 hats, maybe 10 hats. And I gave him all the knowledge that I had to on the hard knocks that I come from, because we both come from the same area, so film wasn't prevalent. But when he asked, I was delighted, because it's another seed coming from this county growing, and I couldn't be more proud. But I told him it was going to be a long road, and he saw the end of that road. So 2 years later, now we're here. You know?
Now we're here. We're here with 810 Studios. Check it. This is Cost. We got Pebbles in the building. We got Hobbs right here at Pebbles. You got anything else?
Just real quick, because you stated about this having something to do right here in this community. What do you think that it brings for the inner city youth, especially with a lot that's going on? What do you think bringing this film right here in Sampson County is going to help do for the young and the youth of the county?
I think it's important when we talk about inner city and we talk about the politics of today, we don't see the unity we all grew up with. I know when I was younger, I didn't see race, I saw friends. And so I think with the violence aspect and what this movie is going to touch on, it needs to open up eyes. And unfortunately, the bigger movies don't focus on what's going on in the inner city. So it's these type of movies and these type of movements that get awareness to everybody. And so I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, so we are excited to have you, Mr. Hobbs. Thank you for working with Mr. Nelson and Eddie Film. This is going to be big for Sampson County. So I'm telling you, we not over yet. This is only episode 1, y'all, From Another Mother. We are 810 Studios Media Platform. Check it in the platform, and we'll be right back. A phenomenal night. If you wasn't there, you wasn't nowhere. I'm trying to tell you, it was awesome. How do you tell us a little background of how you connected with Mr. Monty Hobbs?
Well, pretty much Monty Hobbs has been family to me since I remember. Like he said, in the post video, interview, he was basically telling that our fathers were good friends. My parents actually got married in his front yard. So, and that led to his older brother actually being married to my sister.
Wow.
Created my nephew. So
Family affair.
we have a bloodline together, like he said. But Monty has been doing film for over 10 years, like he said, and I studied. He put me in a couple films as an extra, but I always wanted to, get in that type of business. But one day I just called him and I was like, "Look, man, show me what you got." And he gave me this book, pretty much a screenwriting book and a whole film production book. And I read the book. It's probably 300 pages. I skimmed through it, got the best parts out of it, and made the film. But me and Monty have been locked in for, as long as I can remember. He's older than me. He's a little older than me, but yeah, just 40 years.
Oh, yeah, it's a
40
family
years.
thing. It's a family affair. Family affair.
I got a couple questions.
It's the cost.
Yeah.
What you
I
got?
mean, when I seen it, when I was looking at it, it was one of those films where, I think we talked about this where when it went off, I was like, my mouth was dropped, my mouth was open, like, are you serious? It's just going off after this? Like, and a lot of people I talked to, you had on wanting more and more. And some guys I talked to was like, you gotta like the new 50 Cent with a power series going on or something like that. Like for real. So we want to know when is the next episode coming out? Cause you don't do the steak out there. You know what I'm saying? Like we're trying to get a little, we're trying to get some more sides, bro. What's going on?
Excuse me. Here's what I got. For the most part, I'm looking at the new year. When I say the new year, I mean like January 1st is my projected goal. We are shooting episode 2 now. But I'm looking at January to do a release, and we're gonna do same type of thing. We're gonna probably go back to the Civic Center or maybe another venue around here. I'm supporting that I keep it local for the people that are around here, that are in the movie, their families. A lot of them can't drive up to Raleigh.
Right.
It might be difficult for them to get up to other places. So I want to bring it here. But yeah, I'm thinking January, maybe if I have to push it back to February. But for everybody who's asking, this one will be streamed this fall on Tuesday. So we will have announcements on that. I will make sure all the followers and fans will know that come probably November we will have it streaming.
Okay. Last thing I can say that the food was delicious. Like if y'all could, like, y'all had to be there to get some of that good food.
Hear more about the food than I
mean, it was delicious, bro.
Cater, and also Miss Jessica Adams. She had a whole crew of people, lovely people that they didn't have to come out and support the rest. So Mr. Keith Williams, Miss Jessica Adams, and there's plenty of staff that she had helping her. They all pitched in and helped out. And it was just like a real community thing. People came out and blessed us. So and that food, like you said, man, like I had me a big old plate made for the next day. So, I ate for 2 days.
Yes, indeed. That was a good welcome home introduction for me that day.
And the setup was beautiful. The people in there was beautiful. I mean, did you think that the turnout was gonna be like that? And what are you expecting for the turnout on the second movie? Because I already know what I'm looking for. Right. So
well, I really didn't believe that many people were gonna show up. I kind of, not saying that I didn't believe in myself. It's the first time this my debut, so I didn't expect 100% of the people that came. And everybody, I had people show up just out that I hadn't seen in years. I had a buddy that I hadn't seen since high school graduation. He just pulled up.
dope.
So that was very important, stuff like that. But everything from the layout down to the design. If you notice, I had green and black decor on the table. That kind of matched the credits. The credits were green and black from the beginning to the end. And
I wanted to know why you choose those colors.
Well, green is my favorite color.
Okay.
And of course, I ain't got to explain the black part.
Already.
Yeah. Everything was I was kind of meticulous with just down to the T. Even the red carpet we got. I just wanted to feel like the premiere.
It did.
Kind of learn how the premiere went. So I wanted to move it like that.
It was definitely dope. It was epic, and I think it is again something great that the area needs. Because there's definitely a lot of negativity going on. So just to have that type of light to be presumed out here was phenomenal, and you did an awesome job.
Awesome.
And we definitely cannot wait for episode 2 to come down, y'all, in January.
Facts.
Yes, 2023 is about to go down. So be ready. You got plenty of time. No excuses. Go ahead and wait for those Christmas sales and get them dresses and them outfits.
Yes,
And get ready, y'all. This is phenomenal. This is awesome. And he's doing something for the people of Sampson County, and just bringing different people that never acted before. You know what I'm saying? Never had a role in acting, but to give them a spot, like a place, it's always good. Just like folks in the DC who are also film writers and people that never done film before. But basically because this is their character in real life, to see them in films is just awesome. And I think it does a lot for the community, and people start to change their mindsets. I want to do better in life, and do better in society, and start thinking about, oh, I can consider this. You know what I mean? And I think it's always good when we can show talent within local communities. Yes, indeed. What you gotta say, Chick?
I got one more question, bro.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of movies and you can say like that movie was bootleg and that movie didn't, you'll turn it off in like the first 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we could tell that you put a lot of time in the quality. You put a lot of time in the microphone setup, because it wasn't like the wind was blowing over people and you could hear that in the mics, and
Right.
the people were talking low and everything. Like, how much thought did you put into that production, bro?
That goes back. Thank you. But that goes back to Mr. Monty Hobbs, what he told me. He basically said, most important thing is sound. You can fix cameras, you can fix lighting, you can do that in the box, what we call in the box production. You can pretty much take a scene and brighten it and darken it how you need to, change the tint on it.
Mhm.
But as far as the sound goes, I knew I had to buy a quality microphone. It's called a boom mic. I knew I had to get a box to record that separately because you can't use the camera audio.
Yeah.
So it was that played the biggest role, the sound did, but I knew that I had to make it where people, because first thing, if they can't hear you, they don't want to watch.
They don't wanna
Nobody
watch
wants to watch a silent movie. So
Right.
True.
that was it.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Like, that's what I'm talking about, the work that you put in. People don't understand the need of investing in yourself.
Time.
Taking the time too. Like, a lot of people want to rush stuff and just throw stuff out and get ready, but timing is everything. Timing is everything. So yes, indeed, keep doing what you're doing. You found your lane and you found your craft, and that's big, even to be on Tubi. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Definitely, yes, indeed. So y'all can go ahead. Y'all know y'all got that Roku TV. Go ahead and make sure you get your registration for Tubi. And definitely, I love Tubi that because they have a lot of Black films on there, a lot of Black films. So Tubi, yes, indeed, From Another Mother is going to be there. At Eddie Nelson Company film, which I know about that. If you don't know, make sure y'all stay locked in. Make sure y'all stay in tune. A lot of great things to come in Sampson County, and it is awesome to be here with you, Eddie. Definitely. I know I just met you recently, but definitely know your family, and just to be proud that right there in Roseboro. Because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I told y'all didn't want to come back home. You know what I'm saying? I said, if I got to deal with the craziness up here in the DMV, I ain't no need to be coming home to the same type of craziness. So just seeing, things are coming out good. You know what I'm saying? Out of it. I am so grateful for that, y'all. Yo, we got Barksdale in the building, as I said yesterday, from Check It Podcast. And we got another just phenomenal man right here, Mr. Eddie Nelson
Thank y'all for
that
having
is
me.
doing. Thank you for coming and thank you for letting us be a part of your
Oh, yeah,
epic night.
definitely,
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
It was definitely, and seeing a lot of faces that I haven't seen in a long time was in the building, and it was really great. People was looking nice. That's what I
Mhm.
like. I like those type of things.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. And there was no problem, no static, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. I know I invited someone that is, really Christian based, and they said they wasn't a part of that world anymore, you know what I'm saying? And respect to that. But I'm like, but this is highlighting, what really goes on in the streets on a normal basis. And we can't shy away from a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? We have to find a medium ground where the hood is still the hood, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us haven't been able to elevate and grow from it and move away from it, but the hood is still the hood. So we have to reach back, y'all, and get back. It's very important. And we can't be so high up in the clouds or so afraid, okay, if I touch the hood, it's going to tarnish me or damage me, or like a germ is going to get on me or whatever. It's going to be contagious. We
Right.
can't be like that. We have to go back. We got to reach back because that's where we came from. Someone help pull us out. We got to go back and help pull others out.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Period. So that's where we at, y'all. And listen, we're gonna have some recaps. We're gonna show y'all some other film. Call Barksdale, check it podcast. What you gotta say, brother?
I got one more question before I get up out of here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Because I talked to you up into the film, right?
Mhm.
And I could tell a little bit of nervousness, like it's your first film. I could tell you was a little bit, but you was cooler than the other side of the pillow. You're just cooler than the other side of the pillow. You know what I'm saying? So, one thing I want to ask: whenever it was over, I know you had a long night after that, but when you finally lay down that bed and looked up and just thought about it, like what was that feeling right there?
I told people I didn't sleep for 2 days prior to it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't sleep the 2 nights before that. But that night, honestly, I had a lot of just things racing through my mind that people really respond to it. Like they're telling me that they really like it. I mean, that comes with the territory. As a musician, when you make a track, you can play it for your homies. They're gonna tell you it's hot.
Right.
Regardless, I mean, you always got that one homie that's gonna be like, "Look, I didn't like that."
Right.
The thing was, I had that type of coaching all the way through. For example, I would play it for this certain person, play a couple of clips, and that person would say, "Maybe you should do this," or "I'm not feeling this." So I kind of had a little bit of coaching, and that created a sense of satisfaction at the end.
Yeah.
So in other words, that night, to answer your question, that night when I lay down, I felt complete, but I know I had more work to do.
Let's go.
Like Kobe said, the job's not done.
It's not done.
So I got plenty more work to do. I do want to say this before this ends. I want to say thank you to each and every one of the actors that came out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of them
Shout
didn't
out.
have any experience other than two.
Mhm.
Other than two of them, excuse me. But I feel like they stayed the distance with me. And what was important was I went missing on them when I went to edit the film. Like I didn't talk to any of them, so I know they were like, "Is he still making the movie?" And I know that was probably a question, but then I'm hitting them with previews and trailers.
Yeah.
So kind
They're
of
like, oh yeah, he's
yeah,
serious.
yeah,
He's serious, serious.
also big thanks to like I said, the whole staff that worked, Jessica Adams, definitely Mr. Makata Melvin, RVG group, worked the premiere as far as the music goes, and 810 Studios. You guys
go.
came out, Pulse Box, y'all guys came
Yeah,
out
thank
and
you.
really supported the movement, and I look forward to future business.
Sure. Likewise.
Yes, sir.
Again, we are family, y'all. We right here.
That's right.
We getting it done because we definitely reaching back. You
And
know what
protect
I'm
costs at all costs.
saying?
Y'all know how we ride.
And listen, and when you had spoke about coaching,
Mhm.
like a lot of people don't understand what it is to be coached because people can't always take corrective criticism
That's right.
without thinking it's a
That's right.
hater or he just hating and he
right.
trying to dummy down my
And
ideas.
sometimes haters can coach you.
That
Sometimes
part.
people that don't like you will tell you exactly what you need to hear,
Yeah.
just not in the words you want
I
to hear.
want to hear
Right.
it. Yeah.
And the thing with me, whenever someone back in the day when I was in music, all I spoke about was haters, just haters. I won't highlight them now because I don't want to put their energy in the air
Yeah,
from my
absolutely.
spirit.
That part.
So, but I will take if I hear something and he did this, he did that, that's lame. regardless if I feel like it's lame or not, I would take a look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Regardless, and I don't listen to haters, don't get me wrong, but I will take a look at everything that's said to me just to see, okay, how can I make this person matter?
Well, you can always learn something.
Exactly.
I had to learn that. Like,
That's right.
you can, if you just listen, like a lot of times it'd be loud and you're like, but if you just listen to it, there's something you could pick out of there
That's right.
that you can actually use. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
it's something out of that hate or that, should I say, backlashing, people gonna be critics.
Mhm.
But there's something, if you just listen to something, oh, I'm like, oh, wait a
Always
minute,
a
I can
jewel.
use that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And change it into something good. So listen, remember coaching, y'all. I am a coach at my job. Okay. To be a great leader, you got to be a great coach. So
Okay.
people got to understand that. All right. So listen, we are the platform at 810 Studios. I want to thank both of these phenomenal men for coming into the building today, doing the recap of last week of Eddie Nelson film From Another Mother, y'all. It was epic. So I'm telling y'all to go on Facebook, go on YouTube. There's some clips going out there. And in fall, get ready because you get to see episode 1 on Tubi.
Right.
Yes, indeed. On
Check
Tubi
it.
TV. Check it. Yes,
Thank you for
y'all.
having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you. So if we are in the building, y'all, make sure y'all download 810 Studios on your real cool TV. We just got Amazon Fire Stick, y'all. Yes, indeed. So that's going to be coming soon. And we actually got a Tubi application in the mail. And working on Netflix. There's a movement, y'all. Y'all better get
It's
with
not a moment.
it. Yes, indeed. Love y'all. August 13th, make sure y'all be there. Bring out the kids. We doing it for the kids at Papa Pete's Farm, August 13th at 3:00 into dark. And we definitely going to have a bunch of fun things for the kids. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Any kid that want to register to be an artist, this is the time to get your kid registered to perform. Anybody that wants to be a vendor, make sure that you register. I don't care what